During the Roman Empire's push for expansion, they often came into contact with fierce warrior queens. There was Boudica, the fiery-headed Iceni queen, who led a revolt against the Romans in Britannia. Tuta, queen of the Ardeae, who led her people against Rome in the Illyrian Wars of 229 BC, and of course, Cleopatra, whose reign was fraught with conflicts both against and alongside the Romans. But it's the ordinary female fighters that deserve more recognition. Roman women were capable of close combat as well. Not only were they frequent competitors in gladiatorial shows, but they, like the women of the tribes fighting against the invading Romans, were known to unofficially take up arms in warfare. While women may have been barred from becoming professional soldiers, those who bucked the tradition could be rewarded with fame and respect. There was Cloelia, for example. In 506 BC, she freed herself and 20 other hostages from an Etruscan camp and swam them home through enemy spears. For her courage, the Romans erected a bronze equestrian statue with the heroine seated upon it. They also honored Busa, a wealthy woman who aided the Roman fugitives from Hannibal's wars against Rome. And the Carthaginian general would already have faced down women as well as men in his attempts to invade. During the Second Punic War, Hannibal laid siege to Petilia in Bruttium. Women and men inhabitants fought valiantly and burned his siege engines. But for ultimate proof that women could fight alongside men in armies, Roman soldiers would need look no further than their many enemies. From the Bracari tribe of what is now Portugal, whose women bore arms with the men and died without uttering a cry. According to the 2nd century Greco-Roman historian Appian of Alexandria, to the Teton women who, Plutarch recorded, came out against the Romans armed with swords and axes, and with horrible shrieking fell upon their enemies and into the thick of the battle at the Battle of Aquae Sextiae. The Romans were no strangers to facing female combatants.